o'clock on the dot.
Not a second after.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you get
That's
from
what I'm
two
talking
incredibly healthy and happy boys.
It's a good joke because I'm a little bit under the weather, but other than that,
Yeah. We're pretty happy.
pretty happy.
That's not untrue. How is everybody? How are you, Sam?
I'm not bad. Like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm just trying to fix up my freaking light.
Hey,
Ooh,
that's off.
ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
hey,
that's a bit better.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm fine. Other than that lighting issue.
Yeah, everything else is good.
How are you, William?
I'm great. I'm very happy.
Yeah, good.
A surprise, even within a week, I too have something to show off today. Not something...
Oh, of course you do.
It's very small and compressed, but I've got something to show. But you've got
Okay,
something to
good.
show.
I do. It's been a while since I've had something to show off, but I've been waiting for this. I've been watching the local Zing website ever since I saw it on there. But I went in today to grab...
Oh, yes, you did. It was in your basket, and now it's in your hand.
It was in the basket, and now it's in my hands. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. It comes with a little certificate of authenticity.
Cool.
Which is in a little baggie now.
Yeah.
Like, they never do that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It used to be a card.
Yeah, but I'll show you the emblem first, which is, I mean, you won't be able to see much of it.
That's a great shot.
It's pretty good. And then it's got the magnets on the back, so if you wanted to like wear it on a t-shirt,
sick.
Which I'm just gonna do from now on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is very cool. It's nice and heavy, so it's a nice weight. Definitely a solid piece. The ring is also very, very cool.
Oh yeah, and it does it.
It does open.
Yeah.
I gotta try. It's a bit difficult though. This is so bad.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
It's not bad. Like, there's not really much in terms of the detail on the inside, but I mean, for what you get with this sort of stuff, it's like the fact that they've made a functional thing.
Yeah.
Where it can open and then just closes
nicely.
It's pretty damn cool.
That's sick.
I'm very excited.
That's very cool.
But yeah, I've been like on the Zing website when I saw it was listed. I was like, oh, cool. I'll keep that as a tab and I'll just, watch and see when it's going to come out. It said August and I was like, well, I'm not going to care by then. But then last week it was like coming out Friday and I was like, oh.
Wow.
But my nearest one didn't have it, so I had to go to the next one over to get it, which isn't too far. But yeah, pretty cool.
That's a sick purchase. My one is something that I bought ages ago. It's just finally arrived, and it's a CD. It's my Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, nice.
Nice and signed. What's it called?
Yeah, sick.
Broken by Desire to be Heavenly Sent. It's his latest album.
Yeah, cool. I was wondering if you had gotten that, because I remember you mentioned it a while ago.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not bad. Like, this came from the UK, and it arrived... It arrived today, and the album came out, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday last week. So, like, not too bad.
Okay, cool.
Pretty close to release.
Yeah.
Lewis Capaldi, the TikToks, absolutely. IKEA has great frames for that sort of thing. Really? Cool.
Oh, really? That's cool.
That's a sick thing. I got a few.
Oh, that's a dangerous thing to tell me, to be honest.
They need frames for those sorts of things. An easy way to hang a bunch of steelbooks would be nice.
No, because I recently got the new Ed Sheeran album, but because he tries to be eco-friendly, he gets his CDs made in like a cardboard thing.
Yeah.
So it comes with like a signed sleeve, but you can't put it into anything to show it because the case is cardboard anyway. So you just got this random like
just piece of
3 by 3 inch like piece of paper.
Sick. Thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Eddie.
CD steelbooks, write that down. Actually, yeah. I'm sure I've seen some small steelbooks before, but that's quite fun.
Oh, actually, there was. I mean, look, as soon as I say this, you're going to go, shut up. But there was one for Man of Steel when that was coming out back in the day. I remember there was like a silver steel, which was really cool. But yeah, they should do that more often.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe.
Ninja Pyro, thank you so much. 23 months. We're almost at 2 years.
Wait, we have to do the face of the little...
There we go. Now we can add those
great.
to the file. With it, just all we have is the same emote. Thank you so much, Japaru. We got no cool emotes or anything, but I hope that the faces that we just gave you will do.
I'm sure someone will take a screen grab, to be honest.
Oh, the other thing that I got this, and I meant to throw it off last week, is I've dropped. Well, no, I didn't drop my phone. I got really angry one day and like just went like this with it on the table. Like, I was so frustrated, and it was still in my hand. I meant to just hit the table, but my phone was in it. So I did a decent little like crack in the into the side of it. So I'm not very smart. So, but it meant that I finally had to buy. I had to have a white boy moment.
That's so funny.
I finally had to buy a phone case, and lo and behold. The algorithm heard the smash because it was like, go to Casetify, which I've considered for ages.
Oh, okay.
And I finally got the best car ingot.
Oh, sick.
Which is quite cool.
Okay, cool. For a second, I was like excited and concerned because I recently got an ad for them and they have like a Monsters Inc. wave.
Yeah,
and
that'd be cool.
a case for Sully and it's just his fur.
Sick.
And I was like, if William pulls up a furry phone.
No, there's nothing furry in this house.
Yeah, cool.
Sully fur. That would be pretty cool though. Maybe I'll buy one. They are expensive. They're like $90, but
yeah,
super like my phone has never felt safer. So I'll give them that.
That's all right.
Casetify, if you want us to talk about you more, give us money.
Just hit us up in the DMs, you know?
Simple. Also simple is the show today. There's a little bit less. There's no Star Wars, but we do have our big top picks of the week. We're going to jump into the first one. But first, we'll say it's related to a property that's a bit of a hot property at the moment. We both acknowledge the issues, but we're going to be talking about this thing from the standpoint of a figure and whatever past histories we have with it. We know the things, but we need to talk about the toy.
Purely looking at the craftsmanship in this product.
Yeah.
But this week, our great friends at InArt and Queen Studios have released the fourth or third installment of their new 1/6 line.
Yeah.
I think it's the fourth.
Yeah, because they had Joker, Batman, Gandalf, and Aragon, and that's
so
fifth, yeah.
So fifth. So we have a 1/6 Harry Potter from the Philosopher's Stone, I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a very, very young Dan.
That's a child.
That is literally a child. It's interesting because I've seen photos of people comparing this one side by side with another company that's doing a 1/6 Harry from the same age as well. And I don't know how that other company put that through, and they were like, "Yeah, that works."
Yeah, right.
Is it like I wish I had saved them to show you guys here, but if I do, I'll put them in the Discord later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the 1/6 Harry Potter from InArt. First impressions, pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he does look really nice. There's a few angles with the face where he looks a little bit off.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, when you look at it from like an overall view of like what he comes with, the amount of effort that's gone into it, like look at that. That's pretty fun. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
I think like that was the first image I saw and I was like, oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think one of the things they've done really well with this figure is the tailoring on like the cloak. I think that is something that they would have tried to nail fairly early on, just because I say this all the time, but trying to convert 1-to-1 material down to 1/6, it's not going to work. Like you need to really like pretty much create a whole new form from scratch.
Yeah.
But Lord Phoenix, real fabrics.
Yeah, and in one of the editions, this one we're saying the sculpted hair, but
yes,
there is this, which is the gorgeous rooted hair.
Yes. So yeah, like with the other editions with InArt, like with the Joker, there was like the regular one with the sculpted, and there was two others. Where it had like the rooted hair in the jail cell. With Harry, you've got two editions. You've got the regular and the deluxe.
Yep.
The regular is just some accessories with the sculpted hair. The deluxe is accessories, rooted hair, and a display base,
we'll get to,
which is pretty freaking cool. Because it's that.
All of this is great. I want to get to the interior. There you go.
Yeah, so they've pretty much created the interior of the common room, one of the corners of that room. But I love they've gone to the effort of trying to give it like like a bit of
Like depth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so. With it having like the staircase that would lead up to like their dorms and stuff, which is really cool. And of course, if you flip it, you then got the outside of the castle as well. So if you wanted to have him on his broom flying about like a little shit, you can do that. But yeah, I think the thing that really impressed me was at first I was like, oh, that's cool. You get like a cardboard cutout. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's a sculpted
It's
thing.
totally.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. Like I think this is like we kind of said with each of the in arts. I think they're nailing down how to make these additions now, and
Yes.
I think that like this is. I assume this is the base that you get with the standard one. It's like it's enough, and also the head sculpt and like if you want the basic and you don't want to spend the extra money, which we'll talk about in a sec. It's like I think they're nailing it, and I think taking away hair and big base is better than like the Joker editions. I think the most basic one was missing accessories and stuff, and I was like, no, but I still want all the things. I just can't afford the good hair and the base. So I really like it. I don't have much of attachment to this one. Like if they hit up like Goblet of Fire era with these characters, cool. I think that's kind of where my nostalgia for the movies kind of lie. But cool to start at the beginning.
Yeah, for sure. Like for me, I agree 100%. I think they're really finding a nice like midpoint with their figures of like, okay, well, what are we going to do in terms of additions? Yeah. I feel like with the Joker, there was just too many additions, like two at the maximum. And I feel like here they've kind of done a really good job at making it worth your while either way. It depends on what you want out of your purchase.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very also like with them choosing this era of Harry Potter as well, I was very kind of like, okay, that's interesting. I didn't hate it, but I was like, because when I was a kid, one of my favorite ones was The Prisoner of Azkaban, like when he's in like just like the grey shirt and like the jacket and stuff. That is like iconic to me. But then of course, like diving into like the older years as well, like I love all of those looks that he's got as well. But I think it's playing it very safe in terms of Harry Potter fans to just have him in like the iconic like Hogwarts uniform and all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, they've done a very, very good job.
They had Pennywise as well.
Yeah,
so that's six. This is the six. They're rolling through their life.
They are. Speaking of rolling, your wallet is going to be rolling a little bit if you choose to buy this. So, William, am I correct in thinking that in the sheet you've got the regular price below the deluxe price?
Yep.
Okay, so for the regular edition, which is what you see here, so you get a few of the accessories, you still get a nice base with this. I think that's what I think they're doing really well at the moment as well. In art, they're giving you a nice little thing to put them on. So this is all going to be 533 Australian dollars. Isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Of course, I would always like things to be cheaper. But nowadays, things are expensive to be made.
Yeah.
So I can accept that, but my wallet can't. But anyway. And then going on to the other edition where you get everything here. So pretty much everything in the regular plus the base and all that sort of stuff is coming in at a whopping $890. Which is just a massive jump.
It is. It is a huge jump.
Massive jump.
This is massive as well, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, but like $300 massive.
Yeah, I don't know. And the rooted hair, like, maybe,
true. Yeah,
maybe an extra $200, $300 is huge. That is a huge.
I mean,
jump.
I would say that definitely a lot of that price does come down to the rooted hair because it takes so much longer to get that batch like done and finished and ready to be sent out.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think if this was a Hot Toys and it was like that was the price difference, but that base set was like cardboard, I'd be very upset, right?
yeah, there'd be a bigger problem there.
100%.
I'm just double checking because is that all we're going to say on this thing? Or you got any more?
Far, yeah. I mean, other than that, just that the ETTO have released at the moment is quarter next year. So
which is fair.
If you wanted that, go ahead.
I'd be intrigued because I think in their lineup they didn't really have like Ron and Hermione, but it feels like they're gonna have to complete at least the trio.
Yeah, I think because when they first did their like little sheet of like here are names that we want to do, I think they were just covering like the franchises.
Yeah.
They weren't like for sure saying, okay, in Harry Potter we're doing Harry, Ron, Hermione. I feel like they are.
They have to.
Like if they're attacking the Lord of the Rings franchise and they're doing like, you know, a couple of figures that we've seen already, plus I'm sure they'll be doing more.
Yeah.
I think it's not a massive leap to say that we'll be getting that full trio at some point.
Totally. Milk Please does bring up a good point. It's so interesting with the Harry Potter merch because in art, SH Fig Arts did the original trio from like Prisoner, and those figures are like generally like 50% off in places because they just didn't sell well. So it'll be interesting to see if people are willing to pay for this, especially for those prices.
Interesting.
But we shall see, especially when you got your pops. You get all your pops of the Harry Potter figures.
I think for me, it's a thing where it's like, I still just can't believe that Harry Potter merch sells that well. That companies are like, we're making more.
Yeah, remember when Maya has like a whole... Like there was more Harry Potter than there was like Star Wars stuff? It's very weird.
Yes.
Very weird.
Yes, absolutely.
But speaking of crazy prices, we don't know the price of this next thing, but I'm very, very intrigued to see it. Early last week, we got a tease of the Spider-Verse line from Hot Toys. New Miles, new Gwen, very similar to the... Across, what was the original called? Into the Spider-Verse figures.
Yes.
The very intriguing one in this thing was the middle guy. It caused a lot of controversy. People were like, maybe it's a different type of hot toy that's coming, like the Cosbabies and stuff like that. We did, in fact, today find out it's not. It is just their standard 1/6 scale hot toy, but for whatever reason, its joints are plenty, and kind of just looks like an upscaled Marvel Legend. It's a strange choice.
It really is, and already this has sent like shockwaves throughout people that buy Hot Toys. I've already seen many memes,
totally,
of people just being like I saw one photo already. A guy just took a photo of like, wait, what? Like, because there's another company that makes like the figures for this movie,
Figwats and stuff like that.
No, not them, but like you know, in like if you go to like a
Mondo's
Kmart.
Kmart. Oh, like the toy.
Like just like the shitty. Yeah. Like a guy took a photo of that one of this character and was like, "How good does this new hot toy look?" And it's like that really is like the vibe it's going for at the moment.
It's so hard because I think like I see why they did it for the kind of articulation purposes, and like the body type, because it is an awesome head sculpt in that style. Like it is a great. I don't really see. I see more Oscar Isaac in the film than I do here, which is strange. But just looking at I think this is more animated than the Hot Toys figures from the first film as well. The head sculpt, strange. But looking at this guy, I see why they did it. The body is very unique, so they probably were like, we don't want to design a special body to put a suit over. So, I mean, I guess it kind of did by making it a toy, but like rather than, because so much of Hot Toys is we build the Mando body, we can then use that body on a Captain America or something, whereas this is like a once-off thing. So I guess they were just like, we'll build it purpose-built for this thing and never again. Right. And he has great articulation. My fear is the price. If this thing is hitting like a $450 or a $350, that's bad. It's a $250 figure at most.
100%. If this is above the $300 mark, there's no, like, they can't expect people to want to buy it at that point.
Not at all.
Because already so many people are out there saying, well, it's just like if you bought like the Marvel Legends, like, you know how every now and then there's like the massive ones? It's like, it's just like buying one of them.
Totally.
And like, I can understand why, you know, like only to a certain point, because like if you look at Miles and Gwen, they've both got like a fabric suit over the top of their body. Yeah. So and that worked. It worked for the ones that came out for the previous film. It obviously works for this. I don't know. Like, I'm very, very on the fence about it.
I'd love to know what caused them to do this. I mean, we might as well talk about the good things, which is the accessories. I love how like purpose built they are for him. Like these are his webs, and they've gone full tech. The cape's awesome. One of the coolest pieces is these slashing ones, which kind of look like the line blurs in the film. Like accessory.
Before you zoomed in, I literally thought that was like a photo effect they had put on, because I haven't seen these photos yet.
Like it looks awesome, and totally works.
That's cool.
And all of the poses, like. Yeah. If you're buying these figures to pose and to have on display, or mainly to pose. I think you're in luck here, and I think that it's great. It's like my Black Panther that I've got is one of those Marvel Legends ones.
Yes.
And he does a great job at fitting in with the scale. I think it's just, it all comes down to that price point for how this is kind of looked at. Like, if it is cheap, I won't have a problem with it. I think it's a shame for people that want kind of consistent shelf from this movie, that there'll be one thing that looks more toyetic than the rest. Also, look at that fucking base, man. That's, even though it's all cardboard, that's so cool.
Oh, shit.
That's very cool. But I just think it's a bit of it's a strange choice. I'm also tired of the UV stuff.
Yeah, because like no one's gonna sit there with like a torch and just look at their figure. Like no one's really gonna care. Like, the thing for me, I think why it's causing such issues is because like it's coming from Hot Toys. Hot Toys are known for the products that they make being very high in terms of like the good quality and stuff like that. And I think because the first thing you see here is just joints. Yeah. It's like, and then, again, because it's Hot Toys, it stands out like a sore thumb.
Totally.
And I think that's where people are having their issue. But I mean, look, I'm like, again, it's all going to come down to the price now. Like, people have said their bit about how it looks and if they want to buy it or not. But at the end of the day, it's now going to come down to the price. So I'm sure by next time we do a show, we'll be able to update you guys. But,
totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of updates, just while we're here.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
I haven't got the price, but what I have got, I'm trying to get it without...
that figure's exclusive?
Well, they've revealed their Miles and Gwen.
Cool.
Maybe. Actually... We'll come back after the break with it. I'll make sure it's all functional. Sweet. But they have revealed at the very least, their Miles. I'm sure they'll reveal a Gwen by the time we're back. The Miles looks cool. It's really going to rub the salt in the wound of this guy.
Oh, no.
But take us to the next pick of the week.
The next pick for me for this week, guys, it came out for pre-order a couple weeks ago. Now, look... This is going to cause controversy, and William knows what I'm about to say. I have not seen these films in their entirety.
I get it.
But I've seen clips of this character. I know this character. It's very cool. This is coming from Eternal Toys Studio. They're calling it the Gentleman of Crime, but it is in fact the Penguin from Batman.
Very cool.
Danny DeVito himself. I think they've done a phenomenal job with this in terms of the costuming, the body, the head sculpt, the accessories.
So cool, man.
Like, if you're a fan of this version of Penguin with the freaking penguins, like
penguins,
this is the one to get.
Look at the tar.
It's unreal. And like rooted hair as hell.
As hell. No, that's fair.
yeah. But yeah, it's very, very cool. And again, being like
so good.
That's me when I wake up in the morning. Being like a third-party company, I always get so surprised when I see a figure of this scale. No pun intended. Just because, like, I never expect the effort to be to this level. Like, they've done so well.
So cool, man.
So well that this company went onto Facebook. Actually, was it them? I don't know. Maybe it was them. It might have been them or Mars Toys.
Yeah.
But I saw one of them go, so should we do like the duck boat?
Wow.
And everyone was just like, yeah,
you should.
So I hope that happens at some point.
That's
and that
so
we get it, because I think if you had that and this, it would go amazingly. So yeah, this is obviously everything that he comes with here. So you've got like the umbrella, a few hands, the top hat, all that extra goodness. I love they've added a thing up the top right of how he would scale next to a Batman figure.
It's very good.
Because I feel like what we were saying last time about the young version of Steve Rogers, like I would love to see what he would scale up against like Endgame Cap. So it's good to see they have that in there for people that want to buy it.
Piece of fish.
A piece of fish, lovely. I was going to ask you what that was. That's great. Yeah, very good. So That one is up for pre-order at the moment at Sugo Toys and elsewhere. At Sugo, he is priced at $260, which I think is really good for this and like everything that he comes with. And it is expected for Q4 of this year, which is lovely.
Love it. Love to see
William, is this in your basket?
Not quite. Not quite. I think my basket would only be filled with, and Mars Toys are apparently working on it, the Catwoman and a Keaton. Would be my two from the Keaton verse for sure. No, this is sick. I love seeing anything from the Keaton films. I like that. Well, I'm intrigued because Mars Toys definitely teased one of these. Like they're definitely working on one, so it'll be interesting to see it up against this because I think in terms of quality, I think this is above what Mars Toys have done. Like I think
for sure.
Mars Toys are incredible, but like I think this has a bit more like grunge to it. They do very clean sculpts and stuff, whereas this is a very like weathered. It's
got a lot of
face
depth and detail and stuff.
Depth is totally the word. Like I'm intrigued to see what Mars does, but I think this might be the winner for a Penguin for sure.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool. But speaking of sea-related things, there you go, there's the link. Not much to say on this one, but a very cool statue from Crazy Art Studio, who are kind of known for doing lots of anime kind of inspired statues. They've instead done a statue from SpongeBob.
Oh, wow.
And this is very sweet. For me, I love my weird, obscure things. This statue doesn't feature SpongeBob or Patrick, and I love that. I love when things are so left of field. Like, it's obviously it's Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man's little hideout, and it's just full of weird, obscure SpongeBob characters.
That's so funny. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's super sick. Like, and there's fun little details all around it.
That's sick.
I think if you come on, William. Where's the rest of the photos? Why has this stopped working? There we go. If you come around there's a plankton that's trying to infiltrate their base.
Funny.
Just tiny little details. There's Gary on the bus stop. Just super, super detailed. And I just love a unique thing. Like, this is going to appeal to a unique audience. I think similar to the Willy Wonka last week. I don't know how SpongeBob fans are going to come across this, but I'm glad it exists. It's so mundane, like in terms of what this could have been with like animated SpongeBob and Patrick just like going crazy on a statue. I love that this is just a dude walking. Like there's nothing going on here.
Just a random guy with a fire hydrant. Like, that's it.
And a little angry fish man. I have nothing. It's just very sweet.
That's so funny.
It's a very sweet statue that I can't remember what the scale was, but it's just a nice piece, and it's coming in at $689.95. There is no release date because it's kind of a small run in a small studio, so it's kind of it'll be ready when it's ready. But and totally Joshy. I'm sure every random character is from a specific moment in SpongeBob. I'm sure some deep cuts in there, but really really cool, and I just like seeing unique stuff. I also like and assume that this is wood. Like, is this like if they milled wood at the bottom? It would be cool.
It looks like it. Like, I mean, if they've painted like a wooden effect, good on them.
Good on them as well. I guess there's maybe a mold inject there, but
I don't know. That's a weird. I don't know. I mean, I want to say it's wood just so it's on like a sturdy base.
Yeah, totally. I just love all the texture of the sand. It's very, very cool. Great. I also like. Cool. Dolphin said it comes with the invisible boatmobile, which is very funny. It took me a second. Took me a little second.
Good one, Dolphin.
Very good. Let's jump into the rest of the news, though, from the fortnight that was, or not, the week that was, because we're jumping in with this booster pack. The first thing is from Tiger Toys. This is a Red Skull in 1/6 scale, including a Hugo Weaving head sculpt. Very, very good. Really cool. I couldn't find any details on pre-order. I think this is kind of a we're making it, and we'll talk about buying it later. But in terms of detail, super, super cool. A nice set of accessories for this thing as well. This head sculpt's awesome. Of course, this head sculpt is also very good. Does the job of being Red Skull. Also could be another Marvel villain if you need it on your shelf from a recent film. You gotta work out the rest of the costume.
Oh, true.
You could use that also there. Very cool. Nice to just see a person of this variety that isn't Mr. Bean, because the last time we saw someone in this outfit, it was Mr. Bean.
Oh, that's so funny.
Neither of us bought that one, did we?
I thought you were talking about like that was the company that made the Mr. Bean. But then I was like, oh no, he's talking about like the uniform. Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, it's a nice little suite of accessories. If you're building out your Marvel villains, they don't. Hot Toys don't do many villains, so it's very exciting for people. I mean, not that it will ever be on your shelf, but it could go along nicely with your cap display as well. For anyone that has caps.
Fuck you, man. That's very true. Yeah.
Wouldn't be bad. Will, you should get him for your indie to punch. Oh, shit.
Oh,
that's a great point. I'm going to have to press that. Depending on the price of that thing.
Oh, no.
Like, if this is a crisp 180, I could consider that. I
reckon that price will come out by the end of the week as well. Because, like, this literally, like, it was one of those things like it got announced like a couple of days ago. Yep. And then there's, like, 3 or 4 days of like hang time before it actually goes up anywhere. So surely, William, you'll know by the end of the week.
God damn it, surely. Milk. You always do it to me. Joshy, of course, has come in with the context. Nat Peterson is a fish from SpongeBob SquarePants. What the fuck happened with my mouth? Wow. It's a fish. He has had more appearances than any other background character. He is a yellow fish with a purple fin. So I assume that's the walking boy. Let's just have a quick look. No. Oh, yeah. It's a yellow purple fin. I guess that's his fin.
Yeah, cool.
There you go. So it's just a famous background extra in the world of SpongeBob. How fun. That's everything it comes up. We'll find out about pricing soon. Something that was a surprise that didn't really come out of anything else, but staying on Marvel villains. All of these photos look great. Oh, man.
It's so funny.
I hope he gets paid. I hope he gets paid well. I
never got to keep the freaking helmet.
That's really the important. I mean,
I want this guy to be at cons with his own table, just doing that.
Imagine if this is how they revealed the casting for Magneto in the MCU.
Oh my god. Imagine that was how they announced the casting, like for anything nowadays. Yeah, it's the person that's wearing the merch,
the prop replica.
Oh please!
This is based on the animated series, specifically based on the animated series that's coming up, X-Men '97. Which interestingly, in the series, he's got a new costume and doesn't wear a helmet. So,
okay,
this is probably actually based on the original series, but as a branding push, they're tying it to the thing that's coming up.
Yeah,
really, really cool. This guy's less cool. I wish, I don't know why. It's also weird.
I was caught so off guard just then. I was like, wait, what happened?
Well, also, the weirdest thing is, I want to say it, I don't know for sure, certain, like, same shirt. Why does he need to wear the same shirt as the other man?
I would laugh harder if they were like on that photo shoot set and they're like, guys, we only have the one shirt.
We've only got one shirt, and you've both, and the casting call required you to come shirtless. So you will need to wear the same shirt. It's the only one
of you are going home shirtless today.
Yeah, and only one of you one of you go home with the shirt, and one goes home with the helmet. Really weird that it's actually the same guy. That'd make those first or second photos questionable. The cool thing about this is, of course, it's got a really nice simple base. It's got some nice design. It's got a big old pole. A part of me just prayed that it had like a magnet and could just kind of hover.
That'd be cool.
It'd be pretty cool. Even if you had to fill in the helmet with like a black sheet or something, but just something to kind of hover would be very cool.
That'd be sick.
There you go. Everything it comes with. There won't be any light up or any special features with this one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But the price is still around the same as most of these. $219. Yeah. Available to pre-order now on Zing, and I'm sure it comes out in August. Come about October, you probably get it for $150.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's about where that'll lie.
I wonder if they'll do like a Wolverine cowl.
Yeah, I mean, I can never remember the guy's name, but the Hasbro rep that kind of shows off a lot of these things was like, what should we do next? Don't ask us for Wolverine claws, because they will look shit. Like, they're going to look soft and rubbish if you want those. So,
do you know what? Because there was because I was going to say, I'd love to see some claws. Because I remember when I was a kid, there was a company that made, it was when X-Men Origins Wolverine was coming out.
Yeah.
And they made like a glove with claws. And it was this big plastic sculpted thing that you don't even put your hand in. It just sat on top of your forearm. And you would fling your wrist, and it was the same as a lightsaber. How it was like the three tubes.
Yep.
So when you would extend it, they were just Yeah, it was very good.
That's it. Yeah, I guess it would be a cloth one. Unless they did, there's been hard shell Wolverine masks as well that they could do. Yeah, I'm sure you're pulling out some nostalgia in the chat. I'm sure there's lots of other people. I
hope so.
Another basket-worthy thing. Not even basket-worthy, but fuck off! Be gone! Be gone! This guy, I'm just gonna press the button.
That's so in your basket, man.
It's so deep in my basket. It's Star-Lord from Guardians Volume 3. This is the man that has sold the deal of the line at this point. I think, possibly, despite having talked about the Tom Holland and the Shuri and the Jane Foster, I think this is potentially their best head sculpt ever. At time of recording. There may be better ones out there, but at least in recent memory of recent releases, this Chris Pratt sculpt is nuts. It's also like such a sigh of relief when we saw this, because it felt like they were just going to recycle the head from Volume 2, but instead they've used all their current tech. It's got rolling eyeballs. The hair, Sam.
It's absolutely insane. Like this is one of the best head sculpts they have ever done, hands down.
Yeah.
Like the hair, the face, the
expression,
small amounts of beard and everything, the expression. Like, and they are definitely getting better at adding like the rolling eyeballs with the face, because like at both angles here, it's Chris Pratt.
Totally.
Like, you're not questioning if this head sculpt is good or bad. It's just good.
Yeah. It's so cool. Also, like, is a good sign for the material, for whatever they're using for these suits, that some of the poses they got him in are pretty cool, because it's such a fabric suit that it could have been limiting in terms of how tight it is, but no, fucking hell, man, it's so good.
It's Chris Pratt.
It's Chris Pratt. And of course, there's a little tease for Nebula, who hopefully will be up next, looking like they'll be using a new head on her as well, because there's a lot of parts that, you know, she doesn't have in Guardians 3.
Mate, They were doing this just for you.
I know. Of all the characters they could have teased together, they're like, this is the set for you.
This is...
That's all you want.
That's all you need.
Like, oh my god. All the poses they got him in are really cool. Also, seemingly better photographers on this release, because he looks really good. Something no one's really talking about as well is there's some blast effects for his blasters for the first time ever, which is very exciting as well. Nice. Reactionary basketing of Cosmo and Rocket now. I mean, I should press it 3 times, I guess. So that's for Rocket and Cosmo, and that's for Groot.
Yeah.
Cool. It's going to be a slow burn of purchasing these. I don't think they're going to sell out. I'll probably wait for them to hit before I pick them up. At the very least, I'll wait for one of the new head sculpts to come out to see what they look like on release, if they kind of follow suit from these early prototypes. But what color are the blasts from his blasters? They're kind of white-blue here, which is kind of accurate to the film. They don't really have much of a color. Like, they're kind of a vibrant electricity, so that's fine. Very cool. Weird that his Zune is kind of in this. I'd love to see it as a display, kind of know what it looks like, but... I want to know what song's on it. I want to know what one they've put on the screen. Just very cool. I like the sculpted hands as well. We kind of didn't touch on, but he's got some finger gun hands and
nice
Zune holding hands.
That's very cool.
Very cool. Can we get the sculpt from the end of the movie? That would be pretty funny.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Give it to third party. Maybe they'll do it.
Please. That'd actually be really cool. Just like, for the sake they've gone to that extent.
Yeah. Oh, man. But speaking of head sculpts, before we leave Marvel, these ones may be in both of our baskets. As I've written here, the male head sculpt, because that's all they were able to say.
I saw that and I was like, I'm tempted to look at it, but I was like, oh, wait.
So the really cool thing for everyone in the chat as well, I feel like this might appeal to them. These head sculpts are available in 1/6 and 1/12, which means it can go on a Marvel Legends Figure Arts figure as well. You ready?
Yeah.
Boom. Easy to access. 37 US. So you're only looking at about 60, 70 bucks. Big old basket, everyone. I'm putting it in yours too.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'll just buy you one, and we'll just to make it easy. This will
surely there's like a deal if you buy 2 or 3. You know?
I mean, we got to buy 4 because we got to put them on our little figures as well. This is the 1/6 edition. I got photos of the other one as well. Incredible,
so this is the 1/6 one.
Yeah. So this is the one that's going to be popping on your hot toy. For me, it'll be tricky because the one I've currently got doesn't have a neck. So I'll have to buy the new one anyway.
Yeah.
Super cool. So that's the 1/6 scale one. Incredible detail. As I said, $60, $70 Australian about thereabouts. This is the 1/12. Barely any difference between paint apps. So very, very exciting. Like imagining that small on a figure.
Yeah.
is very cool.
You could buy like the Marvel Legends one when it comes out and just add that on.
Just pop that boy on there. Very, very exciting. I'm going to quadruple check the price. I checked it and checked it again. It is, okay. Still a decent price for a head sculpt of this.
Okay.
82 American, so just over 100.
Oh,
for me, that's pretty good.
Okay.
1/6 kit. I think the $35 was the deposit milk. If you scroll down,
right,
that's what that was. So I got a little confused there, but for me, that's still a good price for a good one. Especially because it's definitely taking cues heavier from No Way Home than I think the sculpt we're going to get, which is definitely leaning, obviously, it's branded as Amazing Spider-Man 2, but there you go. That's all the Marvel news. That's the male, as he's branded as.
Yeah, good. That's very cool. I had a feeling it would be a thing during the week where someone put a comparison of about 6 different head sculpts for him that are available on the market at the moment. So, yeah, very good.
It's very exciting. Mate. You can mock up some neck. It's true. Annoyingly, the original release of Amazing Spider-Man 2, though, is a full fabric body with the head isn't removable. So I guess I'll just have to track down Amazing Spider-Man 2 hot toy because it's sold out everywhere. If it was ever available, who knows? That's a figure still in limbo. In limbo will be us for a brief moment. It's time for a cheeky break. We've got another little unboxing for you. I'm 99% sure I haven't played this on a stream yet. I can't remember. There's like a part of me that thinks it's been on a stream, but it's fine. You love us.
It's fine.
We'll see you in about 3.
Cool.
I've got something to show us, and I'm very excited because I don't know what this is.
Yes.
So yeah, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's something I've said that I wanted to buy, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it maybe at some point, and I did already. I bought it.
Of course you did.
I got Bo-Katan. I'm at the height of my hype for Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so
good.
They finally
Very
got me.
good.
I love the art boxes that Hot Toys do. Their uniform, which for some people that's awesome. I just want to get a pop of color when I see a box. So
yeah, fair enough.
Take off that lovely lid.
Oh,
get
sick.
a nice little print in there.
Nice shot of the figure.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah, very cool.
The really cool thing about this figure, it's based on her season 2 appearance.
Okay.
So it actually comes with a really cool little kind of base accessory.
Cool. Wow.
So this is the best part of it. That's what I just built up. This is the best part of the figure. Get her out of the packaging.
Ooh.
Very good. The great thing about Mandalorian figures and helmeted figures in general is that they have a great stature straight out of the box.
Yep.
The body that they use for female figures in Hot Toys is that there's not really double joints. And it's something we see a lot in action figures is the male figures, because they're a little bit beefier, they give them a bit more posability.
Right, okay.
So I think with Bo here, the arm is only going to get to about there, and it won't really push beyond there, which is a shame. Accessories wise, of course, we got an interchangeable sculpt. Which is very good.
Cool.
There she is. We've also got 2 pistols, which you can slot into the holsters. Great detailing. Not much weathering, but the Night Watch or the Night Owls or whatever they're called. They're a cleaner society, so they look after their blasters. We also got some nice little jetpack accessory. Very easily slot into the back of the figures.
We love a good piece for effects, don't we?
Heck yeah.
A good effects piece.
But it's a very nice thick peg, so it's not going to snap
not going to
off,
fall out.
Nice.
That's sick.
There is a nice plaque with the name of the figure on there, but you can pop that off so that you can have it
sick.
alongside that as a full base. Which is very cool.
I love that.
So it's a nice little bit of world building for the figure.
Yeah, wow, that's great.
Which is really cool, and of course has a flight pole as well. That you can,
plaque is nice as well.
Sam likes a plaque.
I like my bases. I like my plaques.
You just can't get him out of the dentist. You just usual thing, bunch of different hands that can come out very easily. Just in the that one.
There you go.
You get her like grapple wire,
wow.
which is so thin.
That is so cool.
That's why it disappeared. And a man of my shake should not hold something so thin. So please, Sam, steady hand, Sam. Thank you, Sam. That? Look at that, everybody. The very last thing is this, which I don't actually know what the image is, but Hot Toys have been doing it more and more with a lot of figures. Just a nice display piece for the backdrop.
Oh, like a backdrop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen one of these before. Oh no! Wait.
It's so uninteresting. It's so boring. What is that? I will have a quick posing session.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I need to. And I might actually, as a final detail, just to make use of the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Maybe. There we go. God, I hate doing that. Bit of that. Nice.
There we go.
There we go. There she is. Flat pose.
Wait. We need
sorry. No, yeah, that's right.
We need the backdrop.
You're very true.
Very important.
There we go.
Very important backdrop.
Artistry in play. That's the Bo-Katan from Hot Toys. Very exciting. I swear this won't be a down spiral of Mandalorians. I swear.
Are you sure?
Maybe Boba Fett?
Here's what's gonna happen. This is gonna cut to like in a few months' time, and we're just gonna have
9
like a shelf
figures.
full. Yeah.
No. Thanks for watching. 2%. Welcome back, everybody. If you still don't know what that means.
I was just going to say, put in the chat if you have seen that before, so that we know.
No. We don't come back calm. We come back 2%. That was a little bit from a very special thing that we're working on, and hopefully there'll be some new stuff like that soon. So if you want to see that stuff, head to, well, I mean, it'll be somewhere that you'll see it. But if you want to support us in making that stuff, you can go to etto.card.co. There's 2 R's in the card. And you can go to any of those links, give them a follow, give them a like. And you'll probably see stuff there soon. But something you can see now, which, as I said, was a breaking news, and we'll jump into it before we head on into the world of DC. We now know what the Miles Morales figure looks like. First photo isn't great. The head is bizarre.
It looks like a TikTok kid.
It does look like it looks like a Kmart costume a little bit.
Yeah.
The eyes are just huge, and they don't always look like that. That is
sorry, Dolphins thing. Oh yes, the different Fortnite.
Yeah. I see him. I say the thing that sold me was I went to the next photo and I adore.
Oh wow!
We've got some Spot accessories which are very cool. I'd be intrigued to know how they clip onto the thing, whether the whole thing's magnetic and you can just kind of chuck them in places.
His base though.
Yeah. He's got a portal for a base.
Oh wow!
I assume that's, as we love it, a bit of cardboard, but cool that it's there. Maybe it's a hard fabric. Very cool. A whole new set of clothes for Miles, which is very good. Good, but also my biggest frustration with the one I've got is like I wish it came with a second body, because there's just so much variety in the clothes that I can never use. It would be nice to have a second body to be able to utilize, because you also get the head and kind of the skin collar as well, which is a horrible thing to say.
How cold is that boy? He's wearing like 4 layers.
He is. Yeah, wow. We've got shirt.
5.
Far out. Dude's cold. And that's a good point, Milk. This head sculpt compared to the 2099, he does still look more real than 2099 kind of does. He feels less animated, which is a really awesome head sculpt. I love that as a separate piece, a half-up thing. There you go. Yeah.
Just quickly, I may be very wrong, but is 2099 from a different universe compared to Miles and Gwen?
He is. I mean, they're all from separate universes. Yeah. For sure.
So could it be a thing where 2099 is like that because in his universe, the style is a little bit different?
Yeah, totally. I mean, definitely body shape-wise, he's blockier in animation. Yeah. So yeah, that's a fair thing. Still weird choice, but
still weird. But fair enough.
That's a good point with the head sculpt, and cool to see them all next to each other. I'm sure by the end of the stream, Gwen will be revealed, but it's cool to see her new boots already.
Nice,
which is cool. No more ballet, which is an odd choice, but we'll let it happen. There you go. Really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Just there's some cool possibilities with that base, that head sculpt special edition bonus, which if you're in Australia, that's pretty much guaranteed. They've done the Man of Steel.
Oh.
There's a metallic undersuit.
Why?
Interesting. I guess to kind of... That's how it looks in the movie. There's some animation.
Like for highlights and stuff?
Yeah, like animation cell kind of stuff. It's a cool...
For a second when you were like, they've done a Man of Steel, I was like, did they just release a Man of Steel?
Oh, there's a new action figure, Sam. Weirdly, they put it alongside these guys. Really cool that these and the 2099 had the rolling eyeballs as well. Having those in an animated head is cool. I kind of didn't expect them to do it.
The one thing I'm not a fan of is the hairline.
It's quite sharp.
Like, it's very clearly a two-piece thing, and you can sort of see that.
Yeah.
I don't recall it being like that on the previous one. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, if it was a nice, like, a gradual fade from skin to hair. And if it was all one sculpt,
I'm pretty sure.
It would look a bit nicer.
From memory, my one's got the mask up piece. So I don't know. Okay. From memory, it's a little bit more kind of bubbly and wavy for sure. Like this is quite sharp. It's definitely it's hat hair. It's definitely sharp as a style in the film, but it is very clean in this in a way that it probably shouldn't be. But yeah, looks cool. Nice little Spidey accessories.
Yeah, cool.
Hopefully Gwen maybe comes with another hand and another foot, so you could kind of have a full Spot attacking, which could be fun. That's everything he comes with. Very cool. He comes with a little comic book.
Oh, that's nice.
That's fun.
Of himself.
Cool. How fun. Well, I look forward to talking about Gwen in 20 minutes.
Yeah, sweet.
But before we talk about Gwen, let's talk about the opposite of a wholesome, lovely character. Sam?
So we are now diving into the world of DC.
Yeah.
They haven't had a lot previously, but I mean, I think they've got some okay things now. I mean, we already just had a look at the Penguins, so that was pretty cool.
Really cool.
But yeah, so this is coming to us from. I just want to get.
That's the company. The front of that, which is surprising to me as well.
Which one? Flash. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, what the... Okay, anyway, coming to us from Flashpoint is a 1/6 mirror figure.
Yeah.
Which is very cool, purely for the fact that we never got any version of her ever from Hot Toys for her appearances in the Justice League and Aquaman. So it's cool that a third party has now done this so that people can complete an Aquaman shelf if they wanted to. And I think they've done pretty well. Like the hair and everything looks great, like the suit looks great. But another thing that looks great is they have done not just this one, but a second version of Mira from the Nightmare sequence from the Snyder Cut. Yeah. Now, I'm not excited about this because it's a Snyder Cut thing. What I'm excited about is that you can now have the entirety of that squad from the Nightmare scene, which is really cool. Like obviously they're not showing a Cyborg or a Batman. I think because like they haven't made one themselves, and I think they shouldn't, because obviously you can get the Hot Toys version of either of them. And then last episode we spoke about how Cyborg has got like the accessories kit that's going around, so you could just use that for the cloak and the cannon, which is cool. But the other four figures you see there, so we got a Joker, a Deathstroke, Mira, and Flash. They're all obviously made by this company, and you can either pre-order them or buy them now because some have already come out. And yeah, I think just knowing that you can have that as a shelf is pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's cool how consistent their kind of quality is across all the figures as well. Like,
yeah, totally.
They've put I thought it was another Deathstroke. He's got an interesting costume for sure. It's cool that they didn't really go, no one cares that much about this Deathstroke, we won't put too much effort in. It's like they've all got a similar look to them, which is cool.
Like, because I remember when he came out, I was like, surely not. There's no way. Because same with the Mirror, they also did just like a regular version of him that's not like a Nightmare version.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, there's no way they're making a Mirror given all the issues with the actress and stuff. There's no way. But they have.
They have.
And I'm sure there's a few people out there that are very happy.
Totally.
Very cool.
I just, every time they do a Mirror, because they've done this, the kind of quarter scales and the life-size bust, there's something about them that is so exciting because of the colors. Like, the hair and the green. Like, I don't want it, but it makes me want it just for how poppy and exciting it looks.
Mate, there are so many things that I look at where I could not give a shit about what it is involving, but just the colors alone, I'm like, I like that.
Yeah.
I might want to buy it.
I might buy it.
Speaking of buying it, if you want the prices for these two figures, so this version that we're seeing here, the Atlantis Princess, is coming in at 200 USD, probably like 230, 240 or something Australian. The other version of this figure, so again, why is it called?
It's the same thing.
Anyway, we're going to call the Nightmare Princess. We'll do that.
Nice.
Why do they do that? I'm sending an email after this. That is actually
That's pretty clever. That's
so
pretty good.
dumb of them. So this one is coming in at 225 USD. So probably around the 250 to 260 mark there. But yeah, both really cool. I'm sure there'll be some people that are gonna get them. I was very tempted to just be like, I'll just buy the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
You do have an Aquaman, much like the Red Skull. You do.
Don't.
And Aquaman's kind of useless on your shelf. So if you bought this, at least you'd have a purpose. To hold her back. I'll just be like,
anyway, moving on.
Speaking of purchases, it is considered. There's a teaser for McFarlane's Batgirl from the 1966 series, or is it from the 1966 series? It's from Batman 66. Which is which is the comic book series tie-in, because likeness rights for the original actress have always been in a hell state. So they're like, fuck it. We just will say it's from the comic book series, which doesn't have her likeness, as a little skate around, which is fine by me.
Nice. That's very good. And wait, so why the issue with her likeness?
It's just one of those actresses that it's difficult to get it through, and so they just went, cut out the middleman, just make it about something else. Same costume, and that is already out. These things usually come in at about $30, maybe cheaper if you find them at a Big W or something like that. Really cool. I appreciate the 66 specifically for the McFarlane line. I think they work the best in kind of the simpler articulation points. Stuff like you get enough out of like the Black Adams and the Batman movie ones, but there's something about the brighter colors that kind of make the simpler articulation for me kind of okay. I just feel like simpler figures, but we'll see. If I see this one in hand, I may do it. I might as well.
Interesting.
I might as well.
But now I will consciously be looking for it every time I go to the shops.
Yeah.
And then William will get a message being like, found this one. You want this one? You want this one? How about now?
You won't be spending as much money soon. Isn't that exciting? You won't be. That's pretty good. But maybe you will. Talk to us about the last bit of DC.
So this is coming to us from a company called SSR. That could be like a shortened version of something, but I couldn't find it. Let's just go with it.
You're sick.
So they have made a 1/6 Superman inspired by Jim Lee.
Very cool.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. I love the head sculpt.
Yeah.
I just think that the body is really beefy for a figure. Because part of me was like, well, I could buy this because I'm a Superman fan. Yeah. And also I don't have like a classic looking Superman in my shelf at all.
Yeah.
Because then I can also like pop heads off other ones and put it on him. And but then I was like, but then they look weird because of the body. Like he's just like
he's a big boy.
This is the body that people use when they're trying to do like a kit bash for like a Terminator or something.
Yeah,
like this is the one they use for Arnold. So it's like it's a big freaking body. And it's one of like the rubber ones as well. So it's just like the wired arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Which Williams had a lot of experience with. But no, this was just a very, very small thing to put in here. It's very cool. It's nice and simple.
It's very like comic book scaled. Like it definitely wouldn't fit for your cinematic ones, but as a comic book figure, it's pretty good.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, there weren't any images that I saw anyway of like anything else he comes with. I'm pretty sure it's just the figure.
Yeah.
Not a terrible price. It's coming in at 300 Australian.
Yep.
So it's not too bad.
And it'd be a limited run as well, so.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is one of those companies where they reach out to like the independent artists and they're like, hey, make us 200 of this.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
maybe.
then but it is coming out October of this year. So pretty soon.
God, wouldn't it be crazy if we had thousands of dollars of Patreon and you just buy this? Like, you just get
I'd be unstoppable.
You get every prime in sight.
You would have to cut me off. From the group, everything. Just be like, Sam, go.
Yeah, we just cut to you and you're just a shell of a man.
It's me just sitting in. Wait, have you seen that clip where it's like from like Hoarders or something? And there's like this old lady in amongst her trash and people walk into the room and it's just her head popping out. She's sitting there. She's just
oh no. That'd be you or just Superman.
That'd be me. Just full of Superman figures and merchandise.
Oh dear. Well, look, we don't have to be... Yeah?
I will say that could also be William with some of the merchandise that we're about to talk about.
Totally.
Some of the merchandise that is coming out very, very soon.
Yeah. I mean, they're clear. We can look cool with this merchandise. We won't look like trash men because coming to us from fucking Hey, why don't you remember to...
from
fucking Hey, from Roosevelt's, which is an apparel company. We got a bunch of Indiana Jones shirts.
The actual like a button-up shirt.
Just nice,
cool.
Nice. I love fucking Hey. Just nice button-up, classy shirts that we can wear to premieres. Milk drip indeed. These are Milk shirts. Look at these shirts.
Milk would rock the shit out of this.
I'm so excited. Like, look at that. This one's got all the different artifacts from the films.
Milk, you have to buy that one and wear it to PAX.
Please.
If you're there.
I mean, he's got some cool things to wear for PAX, but this one's also... Unfortunately... It doesn't have the dial on it, so it's just missing the new film. Which, dependent on how good that film is, maybe that's a good thing.
Well, that's the thing, is like a lot of the merchandise has focused on like the original 3 films. Yeah. Like nothing. Oh well, this has also got.
It's got the skull as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything involving like the newer stuff. Yeah, which is interesting.
Which is maybe a safe play for now. This one has a few nice moments from Raiders, which is cool.
Yeah, cool.
This one's fun. I like it.
Oh wow, that's a choice.
It's a loud and proud shirt.
Yeah, one of them, absolutely.
Especially one being just a Nazi in a box.
That's so fun. That's great.
But that's a cool one. This one, I think, if BMAX in the chat.
That's nice.
I think it's specifically Temple of Doom, which is cool as well. Yeah, Pankot and Shang-Chi. Shanghai. Not the character Shang-Chi. Fucking hell. Hey, BMAC. Shang-Chi. It's a map shirt. Maybe you should jump on. Oh, no, Venice. Okay, so there's Last Crusade, and there's... Yeah, okay. No, it's got a bit of stuff there. It's the Grail. We got all the things. Cool. That's fun. That's very fun. I like it. I
need to watch those movies again.
You do. Have we got anything from Raiders? Venice? Berlin? Is there anything from Raiders on here? There's Temple of Doom. Interesting. But I want this one. Of all of them, like, I'm basketing this one.
Yeah, cool.
Because the other thing is, there is an Australian retailer for this, so it's not going to be annoying to get. There's a Roosevelt's online that you can get. They are expensive, but think about, like, expensive button-up shirts that also have an IP attached to it. They're sitting at a solid 110, which is a lot, but that's like for a good quality button-up shirt. That's pretty standard. Like, if you're not buying it from Kmart, but this one's interesting. It's very simple. Like, it's very the bits are hidden in this one. But it's like the antidote, the dial. Anyway, I'm obsessed with these fucking
I thought that was a lightsaber for
it's just like a lightsaber.
It's just very bright.
This one's nice.
It's not bad.
This one I think you could rock. You wouldn't have to be self-confident.
I like that. Yeah, you wouldn't have the confidence of a freaking elephant to rock that one.
And then this one's nice as well. It's a nice simple one.
Oh, that I like.
Yeah, that's
More
a very...
because I like that style of shirt. I like that.
I was gonna say it's a very Sam shirt. I could see you're rocking that one. And this one is garish but fun.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's got the...
Oh, fuck, I'll buy the shit out of that.
It's embroidered. It's cool, man.
That's sick.
That's a cowboy one. It is a cowboy one. We also got a stubby holder in the similar stuff, as well as a bucket hat, which is reversible, and also some pants. So... As
if there's not a tie.
A tie would be sick. That would be cool.
A tie or a bow tie.
Yeah.
Missing out.
Well, they have JP shirts too. You've doomed me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So check them out. There is it's not spelt Roosevelt in full. It is spelt RS. If you type this in, RSVLTS. So check them out. There's an Australian branch. You can buy them online. Nice and easy. Your shirts are going from 110 to 118. The stubby holder's $10 and the hat's 40. So, you know, if you want to deck yourself out, go deck yourself out. I like the pants. I might get the pants as well.
Get the pants and the shirt.
Yeah, it's a nice.
And if we go to a premiere, you can wear that.
Summer fit. Hell yeah, and then the hat just on top.
Yeah.
And then I'll take off my shirt and put it on my Magneto helmet and be like, bow before me. There are a bunch of Star Wars ones in a similar style as well. They've got the Star Wars license as well, so you can check those out. Very quickly, we got some Transformers love for Dark of the Moon, Megatron, big boy on a throne, Sam.
I know. It's very cool. Like, I think with Transformers merch, like, there's always a greater level of, like, effort put into it and, like, detail as well, just because the Transformers themselves have so many, like, working bits and pieces. And, like, even when I watch the movies, I'm like, who the fuck had to render that?
All the individual bits and pieces. Like, that's such a good point that, a lot of the they could have just flat molded some parts, but they get into the intricacies for a lot of these statues. And even, I mean, this is coming from Queen, so of course the base is
always good stuff.
Is 100 times over of the detail and stuff.
I love they've used like that scene from the movie as well.
Yeah, it's cool.
So funny.
This doesn't fit into a specific scale because if it did, it would be massive. Instead, height-wise, he runs at about 80 centimeters by 61. So he's a tall boy.
Okay.
He's definitely big. He also comes with his little mate.
That's great.
And I wish he lit up. That would be cool. I wish his eyes.
That'd be cool, yeah.
No light up features, but look at the intricacies of all that.
It would be cool because obviously he's sitting on like the Abe Lincoln big thing. It'd be cool if there was like the broken bits of Abe Lincoln down the bottom of it.
Yeah,
like
that'd be cool.
And stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, if his foot was just on the top of it, that would be cool.
Sick.
There's old mate giving us a scale.
That's really cool. I want one of those jumpers.
It's a simple but cool jumper. We should make that figures ones that look identical to that. There's the next piece of merch. We'll just steal other people's. Very cool. Very pricey. He's a big boy. $4,756. Oh. It's a crisp price.
I thought you said fucking 7,000. I just shit myself.
I love the bar that we have. You're like, 4,000, 7,000. Oh, 4. That's okay. we're sitting pretty at 4. It's a big price. Dropping Q3 next year. But look. It's one of those statues that I would love to know. I feel like anyone that buys this is buying everything. Like, this isn't someone going, this is finally, I found the statue I'm looking for. This is someone that buys literally everything and is like, cool, I'll buy it.
Dolphin's messaging the thing. Sam doesn't wake up for less than 5K.
Yeah. You talk over that, he doesn't buy, he's out.
No, but 100%. This is like you know when you go to if you go to buy like some comics and they're like, oh, do you want to put on like a standing order?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people at Queen that are just like, put me down for pre-order
every single thing. God. Yeah. It's like those people that seemingly have just a house. They're like, they're walking around and it's like it covers the table, it covers their lounges. It's like, what's happening in your life? Those same people may also buy this next hot toy. I had to blur, and I'm not showing the back half of the photos. If you know Resident Evil, you know that they're often very sexy games.
Oh, okay.
And there is a pre-order bonus that isn't safe for Twitch. Hopefully the blurred figure worked. Blurred Photoshop I did worked. We'll find out. But this is ETTO Wong from Resi 4, which is very, very cool. Just got a re-release. Just awesome. I love seeing any Resi figures. It'd be cool to build out a display of these guys. Not sexy. People just make them sexy. Well, no, this one is built sexy. Very, very cool. Great quality. I think SW Toys have done like a Jill Valentine. They've done other characters. I've only played Resident Evil 3. But very cool. I just knew people in the chat would be excited for this one. But we'll get to the nice details on the guns. There's some nice weathering and stuff. Stuff like that. Let me just quickly... Yeah, I blurred it. Good. As you can see there is an alt body...
Are you serious?
That is a pre-order bonus. I like that it says dress. There's an old body. Right, that's the body that's underneath it. You get the dress, which I've seen the unblurred photos. It's not a dress. You're not going to wear that to the Indiana Jones premiere, so I wouldn't count it as a dress. But if you're keen to get this figure and you want to get the pre-order bonus dress, you can get it for $294.55. Big price, but a small kind of run of these figures. Also, that's cool, swappable smile face. So you got two different heads to play with as well, which is nice.
That's all right.
Just a slightly different expression and rolling eyeballs. Nice.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm sure those bits and pieces make sense to someone. People are freaks for the Resi girls. Yeah, you don't understand, Sam. They could charge over $5,000 and they'd still buy this. People just go for them. More like Capcom. Disgusting. Disgusting. The things you make me say, Dolphin. Let's round it out with no, I'm sure people are just as disgusting for these characters, but definitely a more mature franchise, Sam, and one that's a little bit closer to home.
Yeah.
We've got some statues for The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes, we do. We do. So these are coming to us from Prime 1. I haven't had too much of a look at the Ellie side of this, but I have looked at the Abby, which is really cool.
Totally.
What scale are they?
I think they're one quarter, I think.
1 quarter?
Yeah, because it's like
they look
Uncharted.
like it, yeah. But yeah, very much the scene in part 2 where you are Ellie and you've got to try and get away from Abby when you're in the theater, which is really cool. Again, so many small bits and pieces that you can change out. And in like the base that she's on alone.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking light works.
That's cool.
I was just looking at that and I'm like, oh, whoever did the Photoshop really did like a nice like light edge on her arm. Yeah. I was like, no, it's just because there's an actual light there.
Yeah. There she is.
But yeah, no, yeah. So obviously you do also get Ellie and you can put them side by side, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, just also in like the actual like the bases they're on as well. Like
cool.
there's so many bits and pieces that is just like in the game.
Yeah.
Which is so yeah, it's very, very cool. That's that's cool.
Well,
that's
like I said to you when they only revealed her, basically bookends. You can buy these are bookends for a shelf, which is cool.
Oh, 2 bookends if you only buy like art books.
Yeah,
like
and game ones.
Game art books. Yeah,
that would be cool. There you go. Some nice close-ups on the base as well.
I thought there was a coin. I was like, oh, cool. Like, it comes with a coin?
Yeah, a life-size coin. Now Sam's in. Some weathering on that. little very intricate
see, like
bottles,
all that stuff is great.
Yeah, great head sculpt as well.
Very cool.
On Abby. There you can see a good shot of the Ellie. The Ellie isn't fully revealed yet. They've teased her within these photos.
Okay.
But she goes up for pre-order tomorrow, so assumedly they'll unleash all the photos then.
Right.
Bonus pre-order is you get a little Molotov hand.
Sick.
Which is nice, because sometimes their bonus part is like half of the statue, and it's like, why? Yeah. Whereas that's a nice extra detail.
It's just a whole other like 4x4 inch base.
Totally.
You can attach. Yeah.
It's like, no, let me get everything in one go. And Prime 1, no, I was going to say, I feel like they've maybe gone, no, because the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake was like 4,000 and something, wasn't it? It was like something disgusting.
I think so.
So this one only coming in at $2,299.95.
It's cheap.
It's cheap. It's on the cheaper end. I guess it's a more hollow display, whereas that Nathan Drake one is just like a piece.
Fucking chunk.
A fucking chunk.
A fucking chunk.
A fucking chunk coming to us from fucking hay.
We should have a little thing that pops up whenever we get one of those like beefy statues, like what we just looked at for the Megatron.
Yeah.
And it should just say, fucking chunk certified.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, just the stamp hits the screen. I like it. Yeah. Fucking chunk. If you want this fucking chunk, it should hit Q4 next year.
Oh, fuck, that was good.
I like chunk. I also like this show. We're done. We did all the news.
We are.
We got everything done. And
how is everyone? Everyone all right?
I'm going to do a quick check.
Conversation.
Everyone okay from the fucking chunks? Let me just make sure that there is no
any
Gwen,
reveals?
We got no extra Gwen. Gwen hasn't hit yet. There's disgusting cos babies and shit, but there'll be other stuff.
Of course there is.
No, we're in the clear. They have fully revealed Ellie now, literally 13 minutes ago.
Yeah, cool.
But we kind of got a good look in those photos. So
I just got a thing saying that it's my last chance to own a Queen Studios life-size Darkseid bust. Limited to 99.
Wow. Yeah, that's a small run.
Yeah, shit. Maybe I should get one.
Limited run.
Could you imagine if in 2 weeks I've got a life? It just takes up my whole room.
yeah. We wipe open and there's just Darkseid in the frame. Yeah. If you want to get one though, in terms of getting one of a print of Sam's, where can you go?
They can go onto Instagram at Sam's Studio AU. Don't have to buy one. If you want to just have a look at one, I've got my stuff there. I will be at Supernova Sydney this year. William will be there as well. I will be hugging... I was going to say Tyler Hoechlin, but I'm just going to call him Superman.
Superman, yeah.
I'm just going to be hugging him from the ankles all weekend. So he'll be walking around. I'll just be dragging along behind him. I'm very excited.
What if they do like they usually do with like Barrowman and stuff, and he's just walking around and he just comes on up to you.
Man, if this, because it happened to me last year. If he walked up to my booth, like I think this will be one though where I'll just like concave.
Yeah.
A fucking chunk will just hit the ground.
yeah. No matter where I am in the convention, I'll just hear.
And then just boom.
Yeah, and it won't be the wrestling ring. It'll be Sam falling over.
Fucking wrestling ring.
Every time.
Mate, that's a staple for a Supernova. It's a wrestling ring.
Nothing like that wrestling.
I think it'd be more fun if it was like, write down your name if you want to get in it. And they just call you in. It's just you just walk in, they give you some gloves, and you just fight anyone.
It should be cosplay. I just want to see Mario and like fucking The Witcher going at it.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Which I know there are corners of the internet that I can probably find that, but I'm talking about punching.
What I will say is very quickly, I was going through like Facebook or something today, and someone made me realize something. They were talking about Wolverine, and I was like, "Fuck! Imagine his hot toy from." Yeah, because he'll be in like somewhat
the suit,
accurate suit.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a cool one to nab.
And they've started filming. We might see something soon.
They have, yeah.
Might see something soon.
They have.
God, I hope history isn't repeating itself. It is. I hope it doesn't because
in terms of what?
Well, remember the last time that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds did a film together as Deadpool and Logan? It was during the writer's strike.
Are you serious?
That's why that film was the way it was. They did it during the writer's strike. It's happening again.
Why would they even still start filming?
I don't know. It's very wild. One of the craziest things about the writer's strike, and we're deviating, we'll finish soon, is that the script cannot be changed by the actors or anyone on set. So Ryan Reynolds cannot improv. He like
is that a thing? Because then that goes against the whole point of why they're striking.
Yeah, and it's going against writers, and it's part of the thing.
Yes.
Like if there's no writers on board, then the script can't be changed, which means Ryan Reynolds can't improv, which is wild. Like, look, he will, but legally he probably shouldn't because.
But like, who's there to be like, nah?
Yeah.
It's not on this piece of paper, can't say it.
It's tricky. It's the other thing is that he is also a writer on it. So like legally he can't he can't write the script. Like that's the big thing.
Oh.
Because he's not
Wait, but if he's a writer,
he's been paid as an actor, but the writers are striking.
Right.
It's a moral thing. It's wild. We'll see what happens. It's very strange. Hopefully that movie turns out great, but we'll have to see. If you want to see something very soon that may or may not be great, wake up at 6 a.m. everybody. 6 a.m. AEST.
I forgot about that.
You don't have to. You need your rest. You need your rest. If you are awake though, you'll be there.
Yeah.
Josh, Ben, and I will be looking at some PlayStations. And I just want to say, actually, I meant to bring this up. The fact that this and the Ellie got released, the day before.
Nah, surely not.
No, I don't even know. If anything, there'll be the multiplayer thing will probably finally get revealed. But I did find it pretty funny that it was that it was kind of that close to it. But
Jesus.
I think we predictions now. You might as well give yours. What do you want to see?
Well, obviously, like a Spider-Man.
Yep.
I would love to see a Wolverine.
Yep.
Like, I think Wolverine I've been more keen for than Spider-Man because, like, I've already played a Spider-Man. I haven't played a Wolverine to that extent.
Yep.
So that would be really cool. I mean, look, if there is anything for The Last of Us, great, but it wasn't on my mind until you just said that.
You want more God of War, Dolphin Fan says?
Oh,
do you want more?
I don't know. It depends what it is. Because I feel like God of War Ragnarok wrapped up so nicely in terms of like that story and those characters.
Yep.
They would really have to pull something out that's like creative as hell and just looks fun.
Yep.
But I don't think yet. Like maybe next
pretty close.
year.
Yeah.
Just wait a bit.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I haven't. Give me a Superman game. That's what I want.
Wow. Superman locked to the PlayStation. You heard it here first.
Oh, mate. If there was a Superman game, I'd go feral for that shit.
Really?
Yeah. You smart ass.
Yeah. I think Spidey and there is the Wonder Woman game that's kind of not gone anywhere yet. That's kind of
I forgot about that.
Disappeared.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still happening?
I think so. I think it's still on the cards.
Okay.
The indie game is, of course, locked to Xbox, so hopefully we see something from that over the E3 period, which is basically kicking off in the morning with this thing. So hopefully we'll see stuff. But my picks, I mean, we'll see Spidey, surely. It's so close. You have to show us something now.
Imagine if it's we're showing you a bit of Spidey, but with that, we're also announcing that it's been pushed back.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that because my Pocket League thing on the show where we kind of, it's like fantasy football. I've got Spidey in there, but I have got really good picks in my reserves. So if Spidey gets cancelled and I get to bring up a reserve that already has a solid 80-90%, I'm keen. Okay. Let's cancel, let's push Spidey. Let's do it. Let's get that moved.
Is the actual thing starting at 6 a.m.?
Yes. Yeah, it kicks off at 6.
Fuck.
Cool. I'll leave a hole for you, Sam. I'll leave a hole.
I might not just because I'm a little bit unwell, but
yeah.
I mean, I would have loved to though.
Yeah. We'll all have the Sam-shaped hole in our hearts.
FOMO.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's all the figures. That's all the predictions. If you haven't already followed this channel, follow it because we will be here 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, which means I should go to bed. First, I got to make the PlayStation overlay so that it looks all pretty and snazzy, but then I'll go to bed.
Sweet.
Until the next time, I have been the Will.
And I have been a Sam.
Just one. See ya.
I want to be ya.
There it is.